Hey, welcome to Tough Guys TV. On this episode, we're going to be making some fence repairs. Today, we were just out in the yard doing some work and it's super hot. We look over, we realize the fence is falling over, or part of it is falling over. So I was upgraded to fence repairman status today. And we're gonna figure out how to do that. I'm not gonna be rebuilding the entire fence. We might do that on a later episode. Today, I just wanted to go through the process of just shoring it up and getting it secured, and I figured why not show you guys that. Maybe I can help somebody else who's in the similar situation. So, well, let's get started on that. Here's my beautiful fence. So here's what we are working with. You kind of look at my angle here. This guy is real loose. The posts are not good. There's lots of erosion here, like all the way down the fence line. So all these crappy wood posts are just, they're coming out. So if I can just move this with my hand. So that's basically what's happening. A few of these aren't so bad. The ones I'm worried about are the ones with the big gap. Here's another one that's pretty bad. So this gap, I mean, I barely push, and there's like a rental house next door over here. So our dogs jump up on this, and I guess they finally knocked it free. So my goal today is basically just to get this re-supported, and we're gonna work with the guy that owns the house next door to try to get that replaced. The kids are in the pool, they're not being murdered, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, here is what I've been able to find as far as treated lumber. I've got a couple ripped pieces from a 4x6 that I'm gonna try to use for supports, and I've got a couple of these treated planks left. So my plan with these is I'm gonna secure a couple of them together, and then I'm gonna rip them in half on the table saw, or vice versa, first, second. And that way I have a couple more sets of strips like this. And then I've got some brackets that I found. These are expensive, but I'm not using them. And I've got some other ones. I'm basically just gonna figure out what I have here that I can use. And I've got some deck screws. Like I said, I just need to get it shored up so that I can negotiate with this guy and get that fence replaced. But I'm gonna start with these scraps and some screws and some brackets and see what kind of mess I can make. Okay, I've got these pieces of the 4x6 kind of shaved down a little bit. I wanted them to be a little bit tighter on the bracket install. So now they're a little bit tighter when I put them on. And then these guys here, I don't know that I'm gonna leave them singles, because I think if I can double these up to each other first, then it gives me a little bit more meat to attach to the fence. But I basically got 3 sets of these, or I could probably cut this one into 2. And that way I'd have the ability to shore up 3 sections of fence. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. And then I've got these 2 pieces, although this one was just like crap on the side of that 4x6. But I do have this one as well. So I did manage to salvage some bit of wood here from a few treated lumber scraps. I've got tons of other lumber laying around, but it's just, I wanna put treated out there because I don't know how long it's gonna be until we can get it totally fixed. Okay, for this next part, I want to shore up these thinner pieces together, and I'm just going to use some star head screws for this. I don't know if that'll pick up for you guys. I'm just kind of throwing this thing together, and then I've got a quick change bit that has my countersink and my number 8 in there. So this is an old Craftsman bit that I actually got at a estate sale, so pretty good find there. I'm actually going to switch over to some of these coated screws I found. Again, not that it's going to really matter, but I think these will do a better job. Okay, so we got all those pieces put together and ready. And again, I'm just gonna be putting those like up against the sides of this and then using the brackets to attach to these support pieces here, hopefully. That's my plan here, to try to get this short up a little bit. I actually found some of these smaller brackets in the shop, and I think I'm gonna try those right where this kind of comes together, and then use my support pieces between to kind of spread the load and use some of the pickets to attach to. See if that works. We've got a couple big nails in this piece of wood, and I don't want to try to break them out. I'm just going to cut them with the grinder really fast, and that way I can pull this tighter and go ahead and put a bracket across here before I put the support piece underneath. I can't get them to just go into the wood, and I don't want to risk, you know, trying to hit them and then breaking off the end of this or something, because it's pretty old. So I'm just gonna, like I said, cut them with the grinder. Here's our old grinder. It's old Chicago. See some duct tape repairs here, electrical tape to hold the back piece on. I've literally had this thing forever. Got it from my dad when we were remodeling houses. So got a metal cutting a blade on here, and I'm just gonna try to get it in there and just saw those off as close as I can. Even with those cut out, I still have a lot of resistance because it's so bowed. So I'm going to try to shore this up a little bit. Got some more nails trimmed off here. Pull this up tight and put in the bracket here. Well, I didn't even really end up needing these, so that's cool. I think what I'm going to do is save some of them, and when I can get on the other side of the fence, once I can talk to the owner over there, I'm gonna shore these up next to the posts, and I'm gonna nail through the other side into them. But to actually just get these pieces drawn together, I actually didn't end up needing these. Well, even though I didn't end up needing those pieces, I took them back apart, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna screw them into this to help hide this broken piece. I've got a few of these throughout, and since I can't get to the other side to press it forward, I'm just gonna screw in front of it. Then we're gonna do a big bracket in here and try to draw them together a little bit more than it is now here. See what I can do on that. Try to hold it down probably here. Okay, I think I've got this as repaired as I'm gonna get it. You can see some of these little brackets, and there's a little repair down there that I did. I'm not replacing the whole fence. I've got it shored up to where it's not like there's no gaps anymore where the dogs could sneak through. So it is 1,000 degrees outside. I'm gonna go inside. Thanks for watching. This was super easy. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks.